What's up, YouTube? Jay Traveling here. I'm back with another benchmark video. Today I have the 2070 that I took out of my personal gaming and editing rig, and I got it on my test bench. It's on there right now, and we're going to test it with mining. I'm going to show you what you'll get right out of the box with it. This is the ASUS dual version. It's got two fans on it. Really nice looking card. At the time when I bought it, it was relatively inexpensive. But we'll see what it gets. I'm hoping, for 40 plus mega hash a second, but we'll see. We know I've went in there with some pretty high hopes on my 2080 Super and fell short. But, I know the 20 series GPUs, they're not really known for great for mining. Not that they're saying they're not good at it, but not like the 30 series has been since they've been out. They've just been crushing it. They've been, the first time I think in a while they beat out AMD with mining. So now that I have the 2070 on the bench, we'll check it out, get it mining, and I'll show you guys what it can do. So right off the bat, we're getting on a stack on our stock clocks 100% power limit, 0 in the core, 0 in the memory. It's in about 66 Celsius. We're getting 36 mega hash a second, 107, almost 170 watts at the card. So I'm going to bring this down to 70. I'm actually just going to take it all the way down. Let's just get the power down. I'm going to put this at negative 200. And I'm just going to go up to 400 on the memory. We're going to see where we're at there. I just want to get the power down. I want to keep it under 130 watts and see what we can mine as far as mining Ethereum at that. If we can get close, I know my 2080 Super, when I benchmarked, I had this thing up to plus 1350 on the memory, and I was at roughly 130 watts, I believe, and I was mining 43 mega hash a second. So I want to see if we can get close to that. If we can get close to that, obviously this would show that the RTX 2070 may be a better option as far as buying a used graphics card to start a mining rig. Now I'd also like to get my temperature down a little bit. Now I could just up the fan speed. I know it's at 49%. It's on auto. When I do set up my mining rigs, I usually don't have them on auto. I set, like, if we're on Hive OS, obviously I set my fan speeds. I don't let it auto. But we're still under 60 degrees Celsius, which is good. Now when I up the memory, that might go up a little bit, but since we pulled the power limit down a lot, it helped a little bit. But my fan will fluctuate instead. I could put this up at 60, probably get a couple degrees Celsius cooler, maybe, but we'll let this go for a little bit, and then we'll see. Maybe after like another minute or two, we'll up the memory a little bit more and see where we're at then. So after a couple more minutes, we're still at 3 accepted shares. We're still at 38.4 mega hash a second. I'm just going to go 800 on the memory. We'll see if anything happens. Maybe we can get up closer to the 39.5. So we're at 39. Maybe we can get closer to 40 mega hash a second. Our wattage hasn't gone up. Ooh, 40 mega hash a second. Okay. Our wattage hasn't really gone up much. We're still at 125 watts at the card. I know other people have definitely benchmarked this before already. So we're just kind of just testing it out on my own to see what this specific card does. This is the ASUS dual one, so it's got the two fans on it. So this card actually came out of my personal gaming / editing rig, and I'm not going to hold on to it too much longer. It's actually going to go into a gaming PC, and then somebody that wants to get into VR. So this will be perfect for him, this graphics card. So we're still at 3 shares that we found fairly quickly. So hopefully we get another share soon. But we'll let this go for a little bit. Let it go for a few more minutes, and then see if we can get slightly faster mega hash speeds if I up the memory more. Core, I don't think core is really doing much of anything. On my 10 series cars, it plays a little bit of a factor, but usually on the 20 series and definitely the 30 series, it hasn't played a factor at all. So I usually make sure I lower that just to make sure more for, I don't know, power consumption reasons and things like that. So let's put it at negative 250. And we'll let that go for a little bit longer, and then we'll try and up the memory a little bit more. So it's been going for 4 or 5 minutes now. Got a couple more shares, so still registering. So let's just go. This will go all the way up to 1500. So let's go. Let's just go a little more. Let's go 1150 on the memory. We'll see what we can get. Now, really eager to see because, and there it is. So at 1150, an unknown error occurred. So I think I crashed the card. So we know at 1150 is too much, but 800. So what I'm going to do is, this might not register on the card now. So let's try and restart the miner here. I might have to actually restart the computer. But there you guys got to see what happens when you overclock too heavy. So I may have hit a temp limit. I'm not sure. I wasn't paying attention to it at the time. But let's let it build the DAG back at 800 and see where we're at. So if we can build it back, so it's 40.9. So let's go 1000 and see if I get that same error. So we know at 1150 I'll get it. Now, I don't know if it's a card issue, if I didn't have enough power to it. So we're at 41.28. I'm gonna go 1050 and let's live on the edge a little bit. Let's just push this thing a little, as much as we can right now, and just keep pushing until we can't push anymore, right? I'm gonna let this run. We're at 1050 plus on the memory. Still negative 250. I'm still sitting at 58, 59C. It's not terribly cold in my room, so I'd say it's a good room temperature, probably sitting around 68 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't have my temperature gauge up here. That's downstairs with my mining rigs. Got one accepted share, so that's good. So it's doing its job right now. So I'm gonna keep letting this run. Let's put it at 11. Let's just put it at 1100 right now. 1150 we know just completely crapped. So let's see if we can keep it at this. I'm going to let it run. If this will hold, I'm going to keep it there. So let's let it run for a little bit. See if I can get a couple more shares. And if this works, I'm just going to leave it here. Say that that's my best overclock I can achieve. And pretty much that'll be it. So let's let this run for a few minutes, 4 or 5 minutes. So it's been a few minutes. I've got a couple more accepted shares. So I'm assuming it's okay right now. So I'm going to leave it here pretty much. 42.8 megahash a second. So I'm about 1 megahash shy of what my 2080 Super was getting. So I'm also sitting probably 4 or 5 watts lighter maybe. I'm going to consider this one the win now. So I think the 2070 actually makes a pretty decent mining graphics card. Now, when the market comes back, it'll be even better. But for now, we're sitting at 20, listen to me, 42.8 megahash a second, accepting some shares. Now, next, I'd like to get my 1070 on the bench with it. Just have them both mining Ethereum, just because... I mean, really, just why not? I mean, just to get it out there and get mining. All right, so I mean, you guys see the results. We were sitting at like roughly 42.8 megahash a second. You know, in my opinion, very successful with what it can do. If you were to ask me if I were to buy 2070s or 2080 Supers, I would probably have to go with the 2070s with these results. You're going to be spending a lot less for the GPUs for not much of a hit in your hash rate. So the money, you can see we can actually buy 1 or 2 more GPUs as opposed to having just the 2080 Supers. From a resale value, obviously the 2080 Super is going to have the better resale. But if you're just mining and that's all you're focused on, you know, these 2070s seem to be very capable cards and very good at it. You know, when the market stabilizes and the used GPU market, the prices come back down to what they should be, I'll probably look at getting maybe like a couple more 2070s and maybe building a 6-card rig out of them. Right now, I'm really just focused on getting 3060 Ti's and 3070s to build out a 6-card rig. Right now, I have 2 cards on that rig, but one of them's not even personally mine. I mean, I guess technically it is until my friend pays me for it, but it's going to be going into his gaming PC that I'm working on. We're just waiting to get a couple more parts, but he's kind of dragging his feet on it, so I just slapped it on my mining rig and been using it for mining in the meantime until he's ready for it. I've also done the same thing with my brother's gaming PC. If you guys saw that video, I slapped Nice Hash into it, downloaded that software and got it going, so it's mining on there and just making a little bit of extra money on the side until they come and get their stuff. But you know, thanks for checking this video out. Let me know if you guys have 2070s, what you're getting. You guys saw I crashed it at plus 1150 on the memory. Let me know if you guys are getting higher than that. Maybe that was just a fluke thing. I'm not sure. I didn't want to really push it too hard since this is going into another gaming PC. But you know, I'm eager to see what you guys are running, what cards you guys have, and what your overclocks are. You know, thanks for checking this video out. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more.